As a book lover, one of the best parts about going on a trip is picking out which books you're gonna bring. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Marissa and I like to talk about books and book design. So I'm going on a little beach trip with my friends for a long vacation to celebrate my friend Margaret's birthday. So I thought we could talk about which books I'm bringing with me, and throughout the weekend, I'll let you know how much I actually read. First of all, I'm still reading Breaking Dawn. I really wanted to finish it before the trip, but I just didn't quite get there. I have like 200 pages left. I considered leaving this at home, but I'm just gonna bring it with me, even though it's sort of a behemoth of a book, but I have to know how this is gonna end. On my Kindle, I have the first Pretty Little Liars book, also in the middle of Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon. So that's this one. And I'm like 50% into this, so I'll probably be primarily reading this one on my Kindle, but I got Pretty Little Liars just in case as a backup. But I mainly read my Kindle at night when it's dark, so we'll see. Now, I want to bring one more with me just as a backup because you can never be sure like how much you're actually going to be reading. And since I'm going to the beach, I really want like a floppy paperback, but I just don't know what. Okay, I narrowed it down to Don't Want You Like a Best Friend and 5 Tuesdays in Winter. This is a short story collection by Lily King. It says it's a romantic, hopeful, and unsparingly honest collection of 10 selected stories by one of our most accomplished chroniclers of the heart. And then Don't Want You Like a Best Friend is a Regency sapphic romance. Obviously, Don't Want You Like a Best Friend is a little Easter egg for the Swifties, which I love. Gwen has a brilliant beyond brilliant idea. It's 1857 and anxious debutante Beth has just one season to snag a wealthy husband or she and her mother will be out on the street. But playing the blushing ingenue makes Beth's skin crawl and she'd rather be anywhere but here. Gwen, on the other hand, is on her 4th season and counting, with absolutely no intention of finding a husband, possibly ever. She figures she has plenty of security as the only daughter of a rakish earl from whom she's gotten all her flair, fun, and less than proper party games. It doesn't take long for Gwen to hatch her latest scheme. Rather than surrender Beth to courtship, they should set up Gwen's father and Beth's newly widowed mother. Let them get married instead. There's just one teeny tiny problem. Their parents kind of seem to hate each other. But no worries, Beth and Gwen are more than up to the challenge of a little 20-year-old heartbreak. How hard can parent-trapping widowed ex-lovers be? Of course, just as their plan begins to unfold, a handsome, wealthy Viscount starts calling on Beth, offering up the perfect secure marriage. Beth's not mature enough for this. Now Gwen must face the prospect of sharing Beth with someone else forever, and Beth must reckon with the fact that she's caught feelings hard, and they're definitely not for her potential fiancé. That's the trouble with matchmaking. Sometimes you accidentally fall in love with your best friend in the process. Okay, I'm picking this one. I'm already like so gagged. Well, that's decided. So here's what we're working with for the weekends. We'll see how much I get read. I'm sure we'll be lounging by the pool and the beach, so ample reading opportunity. The other exciting part is that my friend Eden and I are driving to meet Margaret in Georgia, and that is about an 8-hour drive, so we will be listening to audiobooks. I created this graphic for Eden to pick which audiobook we should listen to because I love fun and games. Eden picked The Gothic Door. I will reveal that to you as I reveal it to Eden because she still doesn't know what it is. So I'm about to go pick her up and we'll discuss the audiobook of this trip. I'm so excited. I need to be on vacation so bad and I can't wait to spend time with my friends. So let's hit the road. Okay, welcome Eden. She still doesn't know what audiobook we're reading. She picked the Gothic option, which Gothic is paranormal romance, Gothic atmosphere, suspense, and a magical mystery.
Well, yes.
Do you have any guesses?
Not a single one.
I've never heard of this before, but I found it last night.
Awesome. Ooh.
Inheritance by Nora Roberts. Inheritance is the first book of the Lost Bride trilogy by #1 New York Times bestselling author Nora Roberts. She's like a very famous romance author.
Okay.
Never read her though. A tale of tragedies, loves found and lost, and a family haunted for generations. 1806, Astrid Poole sits in her bridal clothes, overwhelmed with happiness. But before her marriage can be consummated, she is murdered and the circle of gold torn from her finger. Whatever that means. Her last
like
word.
her ring.
Her ring. I was like, what the hell's that?
What is that?
Duh. Her last words are a promise to Colin never to leave him. Graphic designer Sonia McTavish is stunned to learn that her late father had a twin he never knew about, and that her newly discovered uncle, Colin Poole, has left her almost everything he owned, including a majestic Victorian house on the Maine coast, which the will stipulates she must live in it for at least 3 years. Her engagement recently broken, she sets off to find out why the boys were separated at birth and why it was all kept secret until a genealogy website brought it to light. Trey, the young young lawyer who greets her at the sprawling clifftop manor notes Sonia's unease and acknowledges that yes, the place is haunted, but just a little. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Sure enough, Sonia finds objects moved and music playing out of nowhere. She sees a painting by her father inexplicably hanging in her deceased uncle's office, and a portrait of a woman named Astrid, whom the lawyer refers to as the first lost bride. Of course.
Oh my gosh!
It's becoming clear that Sonia has inherited far more than a house. She has inherited a centuries-old curse and a puzzle to be solved if there is any hope of breaking it.
I'm gagged.
Are you happy with your decision?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
thrilled. I'm thrilled.
Well, let's get into this. We have a long drive ahead of us, so we'll
Let's
let you know
do
how
it.
it is. Okay, we're officially about 4 hours into our drive and 4 hours into the audiobook. So far, Nora Roberts, I was not familiar with your game. It's hitting.
It's hitting.
She's
It's
just
hitting.
so good at like building the atmosphere and like she's laying down the lore and building up the characters. It's feeling very realistic, and we just got to the part where she's like entering the manor and there's like already a little bit of spooky things going on.
I'm sad.
All I'm saying is that we blew through those first 4 hours because we were like, it was just that good. So
Gagged.
we'll see where it goes. We got 4 more hours, so cheers to that. Okay, little update. We haven't chat since really in the car, but we did some reading by the pool. So I think I read like 50 pages of Breaking Dawn yesterday. I'm down to like truly about 200 pages left. I feel like I can finish it this trip, but we'll see. I also did a little bit of reading on cosmic love at the multiverse hair salon, mainly just like as I'm falling asleep at night, so really nothing significant to report there. I'm on page like 170. I think the last we spoke on inheritance, Eden and I were really rocking with it. Our feelings have changed. That book is just way too long for what it is, and there's 2 more books in the series all on the same subject, so I'm just like, I'm not feeling strong. I think we're gonna finish it in the car on the ride back, but it was getting so repetitive on like the types of ghost interactions that were happening, and the ghosts in the book were like doing her chores for her, and then she was like, oh my god, they just keep making my bed, and we read that like at least
72 times.
At least 72 times. Beginning, it had a 5-star feeling. Quickly, it was like, okay, it's in the 4-star. Now we're in 3-star territory, if not lower. So, Nora Roberts, I don't know if you have it. I don't know. But we'll keep you updated whenever we listen to it again on the drive home. But yeah, today we're about to go to a little cat cafe and do some shopping, maybe walking on the beach if it's not raining, but we'll see, I guess.
talk to it.
It's fine. Genuinely about to float away. Okay, we are officially heading back to Ohio. We are leaving Georgia, but we do have 5 hours and 41 minutes left in that audiobook.
Yep.
And we have an 8-hour drive, so we will be finishing her.
And we will.
And as we were pulling up, last time when we got here, we were in the middle of the first sex scene, so
it was getting spicy.
we'll be off to a good start in the beginning. Although, Nora Roberts, you're crazy, girl. You are crazy.
And you know why.
And you know why. You know what you did. So,
Buckle
cheers. Cheers. The bag has been secured.
And it has been.
We ended up speeding up the audiobook to 1.5 speed because it's gotta go.
We have to be done.
It's so repetitive.
We have to be done.
I'm bored.
It's putting me to sleep.
It's putting me to sleep. But we went ahead and queued up 2 more potential audiobooks since we still have about 5 hours left in the drive. So we grabbed those 2 Hazelwood novellas from I think they're the STEM romance novellas. One is like Below Zero. The second and third ones, the green and blue.
Right. I don't remember.
Don't remember. I'll put a little picture right
Stuck
here.
on you.
Stuck on you.
Something like Stuck on You.
Stuck with you?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Below Zero.
Below Zero. So I know Allie's gonna do us right after
Yeah.
this, but I think it has dropped down to a 2-star if we're being honest.
Ooh, I fear.
Fear.
It's like been teed up to be like such this like grand setting with these like fun characters, and like one thing about me is I need the setting to be good, and I'm being let down in like every scene that's being painted. It was like the first like couple hours I was like, yeah, the setting's great.
I love it.
But after that, it's just like anticlimactic. It's like, yes, there's this awesome thing, and then we don't elaborate.
Nora Roberts, I don't think you're for me, queen, but you know.
I don't know.
You never know, but
Yeah.
this one, it ain't for me. All right, well, we'll keep you updated.
Bye-bye.
I'm back home now. I dropped Eden off last night. It was really late, and I just immediately got into bed. So I didn't get to wrap up the video or those last 2 novellas that we read. I can confirm that me and Eden thoroughly enjoyed them, especially in comparison to the Nora Roberts novel. Sorry, girl, that was just not for me. I don't know if I summed up really concisely why it started off so strong and eventually worked its way down to a 2-star. Essentially, I was kind of jazzed about her overwriting in the beginning. I liked her really detailing the environment and the characters as we were getting to know them and what was going on. But she continued writing that heavily throughout the whole novel, and it was so long. This was like a 14-hour audiobook for the first novel in a trilogy. The entire first book is setting up grounds for the rest of the trilogy, and nothing really happens. And I genuinely believed she could have done it all in one book. I don't think it needs to be a trilogy. Haven't read the other 2, but we went and read the descriptions, and it was like just stretched out for no good reason. She'd spend like pages detailing the wireframes for the graphic design projects the main character was working on. Girl, I don't care. As a graphic designer myself, I felt like I was on the clock. I think it's just gonna be a no for me. I don't really need to know what happens. I can kind of guess, and not that interested. That's unfortunate, but we saved it in the end with the 2 STEMinist novellas. They were both really cute. Hazelwood's gonna do it for me every time. Eden agrees. And of course, these aren't quite as good as her full-length novels because we don't get some of those descriptions of the characters, but for like a quick little snippet of a romance book, they are quite good, I think. I ended up rating Stuck With You 4 stars and Below Zero 3 stars. I really liked the romance and the chemistry of the characters in Below Zero, but the female main character was annoying me so bad, but even still, it got 3 stars. So I'd recommend all 3 of the novellas in that little series. And now I'm one step closer to having read all the Hazelwood books. So that was a huge win for me. No, I did not finish reading Breaking Dawn. I have about 100 pages left now. When I left for the trip, I was on page 530, and now I'm on 652. I read like 120 pages. For being like a long weekend trip, that's pretty good. I don't know why I deluded myself into thinking I would finish this and read an entire second book, but hey, you can never be too prepared, okay? That's about it. Thank you so much for watching this vlog and spending our little vacation with us. I'm signing off, and I hope to see you in the next one.